Hello dear students, welcome back to the Pharma Learning channel. Today I brought another video on the another drying equipment which is known as a tray dryer. So in this video let's try to understand the details of the tray dryer. Before that, for any of the tutoring or the coaching need of any of the subject, any of the topic related to pharmaceutical technology, please feel free to contact on pharmalearning@gmail.com. Now let's try to understand the basics of the tray dryer in this video. So as I told you that I can classify this dryer into the different types. You look at my previous video of the classification of dryers, into which the tray dryer, into which it is just like a static bed dryer, into which the material to be in the which is to be dried, it is in the stationary form. It is not going to be moved at all. Yes, it's a bed type of dryer. Yes, and heat transfer is going to be taking place by the convection. Now what is going to be happen? How the material is going to dry? So basically inside this tray dryer, the hot air is going to come into contact with the solid which are stationary inside the tray, and due to which the heat is going to be transferred when this material is going to come from the contact with the hot air, and the moisture is going to remove. So how it's going to be taking place? So basically the hot air is coming on the contact with the material from the top, so the removal of the moisture is going to be taking place from the surface of the top surface of the material. Besides that, these trays are made up of generally matter, so hot air will try to heat that particular tray, and once the hot is going to try to hit that particular tray also, so the hot air, the hot surface is going to, of that tray is going to come into contact with the material, and from which again the loss of the moisture is going to be taking place. Now let's try to understand the construction of this one. Basically it is consisted of a chamber and with the inner insulated wall. Yes, the wall to prevent the heat loss. Yes, we have the number of metal trays that can be arranged into this particular inside of this particular chamber, and these trays are of the different size, and the shape will be there. Generally the shapes will be either the rectangle or the square in the most of the cases. Yes, the inlet and the outlet, there will be the inlet and the outlet will be there for the hot air to maintain the temperature. Yes, and the fan is also provided either sometimes on the back or on the side wall to provide the uniform heating temperature inside the chamber. Now into this slide I will try to show you what is the construction. So as I told you, yes, that is one, this is entire chamber will be there, as you can see it over here. Yeah, that's the number of trays will be there, 1 2 3 so these are the number of trays, 1 2 3, then these are the 5 trays will be there. Yes, the air is coming from the, this is air inlet, is passing to the heat area, so that's air is passing the heater, so the hot air is come into contact, which is going to circulate it. You can see that one, how the hot air is going to be circulated from the top of this, each of the chair will each of that tray will be there. So same thing is going to happen in this particular case, and this is the real image on the sides. Yeah, you find this is double one insulated will be there to prevent the heat loss. Now how this is going to be work? The moisture of wet material which is going to be dry, it is going to be spread uniformly into the trays. So each tray should have the same thickness of the material. As for example, we are trying to maintain a definite x inch thickness, we try to maintain the x inch into the each of the tray. Then after that, loaded trays are going to be placed inside the chamber and the door is closed. Later on, the hot air is going to be introduced inside the chamber for a particular temperature, and that the material is to be held for the specific temperature for the specific period of time. The entire drying cycle is there, and once the material is dried, it is going to be unloaded from each of the tray. Yes, what are the advantages? Yes, it's the most conventional. It is for used from the years together, and you might find this type of the that is tray dryer, or sometimes this called as a hot air oven also into your laboratories. Yes, there is no loss of material. It's a batch process. Yes, so you can control the parameters very quickly, and it is used for the suitable of the drying of the valuable products. But disadvantage is that yes, it is not suitable for the thermal level of the oxidizable material, because heat sensitive material or the material which are prone to go under the oxidation in the presence of air, not suitable for that one. Yes, this operation is somewhat lengthy. Yeah, but still it is used in the pharmaceutical industry for the drying of the granules, solid powder, crystalline material, and the sticky materials too. Yes, it is also used for the drying of the solutions, slurry, and the suspensions. If you like my video, please give like to my video, and please subscribe to my Pharma e-learning channel for the more upcoming videos on the various topics related to pharmacy. Thank you.